like single room. Like my whole life, since we came to Nairobi, we lived in a single room till like 2019. So
is there something wrong with the single room?
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm just asking.
No,
I don't know. I'm asking.
I would not wish it on anybody, but there's nothing wrong with that.
But is this like you alone, or are
With
you
my
and the
mom
family?
and my sister.
Your mom and sis.
Yeah.
And I
That
guess
time my
because it's
sister was
3
younger.
girls, like in one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can imagine if like
I
we
know.
have both genders, it can be.
No,
that's
that would
kinda
be
like,
extreme.
Yeah, it
Now
would
that's
be a
where.
bit hard.
Now that would be tricky.
It would definitely be tricky. And imagine there are people who live in such situations.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean.
My heart goes out to them, because it's not for the weak.
But I know the thing is, like, also what I'm always saying about life before we continue is, don't think like that's where life ends.
It doesn't.
Because think of every success story. Somebody did something to get to the next level.
That's true.
Somebody had to take a few steps to get to. Because you also have to admit, like, let's say, because when you guys came to Nairobi from a different place.
From Shags.
Which is where?
Karatina.
Okay, Karatina is not bad. But I'm assuming with staying in Karatina, if, like, you have relatives and you can have, like, house that's slightly bigger than that single room in the city. You can go panda ngwashes, you can eat. I mean, listen. So, but once you come to the city, you have to start from scratch. You have to start from somewhere. Yeah, so
sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, you have to literally just start somewhere.
God.
And even when you're staying in that single room, how much was the rent?
I think like 1,500.
Okay. 1,500.
You can imagine.
No.
It's okay to laugh now.
Not laugh.
About people who live there, like I'm laughing about like
because know how. Because now
like,
if you think about it.
Yo.
But you know why I'm asking?
I'm laughing to cope.
I'm asking about that because there's also like a girl who I'm supposed to have on the podcast, and she was saying her salary is 5,000. So I'm like, 5,000 how? Because to me, I'm like, okay.
How do you manage
I'm like,
that?
no. So I start like, okay, per weekend, or how's this payment plan? She's like, no, end of the month. I'm like, wait, what do you mean end of the month?
Gosh.
So I'm asking her like, okay, Sarah, listen, just give me a breakdown so that I can understand how this is even possible. So I ask her like, okay, so how about rent? She says rent is 3 Gs. I'm like, hey.
What?
So I'm telling her, exactly. So I'm like, so if you're paying 3,
you just have like
you only have 2K. But she said now she wants to downgrade so that she can have more.
Have to.
Because she's been skipping meals. Yeah.
Oh my God, what's her name?
Listen, I don't know if but until I do the episode and then but I can tell you afterwards. So she was saying like even like during the day she has to skip meals. If she wants to eat, she can eat maybe in the evening or early in the morning.
That
so even
used to be me, so I
in the afternoon,
so much.
She's saying like she'd skip even though she'll feel dizzy, drink a bit of water
right
just
now,
to be a bit.
Kitambo.
Right now. So when we're talking about these things,
oh my God,
I'm always hoping that there's some people who can also like understand. Because like for me, I don't take anything for granted. And even when I work with people, I'm always telling them like, listen, maybe when I'm being harsh or strict with other things, it's because like, I don't want to go back to where I was. I don't want to be in a position where people can't call me and say like, hey, I can rely on my brother, or I know my son can do this for me, or I can call him for something. I want people to call me and I can be able to fix their problems. Of course, people that are within the family and sikila mtu sasa 2K urgently ni saa zingine, not all the time.
Yeah.
But there are those people like they know if they call me like there's a problem, I have to solve their problem because like that's what I've made myself to. Yeah. But then I don't want to go back to.
That's like one of my biggest fears.
Yeah. So now you see, like even when you talk about that, it's just because it's things that I know, and I always have extremes on my podcast. I have
Somebody
people
who's filthy rich.
I have people on my podcast who pay me probably for rent. I can say the one I think who's paying the most, they're probably paying close to 180K in Kenya.
Whoa.
But the ones who are outside the country, maybe $2,500 to $3,000. Because huko nje, it's like almost like standard. But in Kenya, if you're paying like $180,
you're like doing good.
come on, you're doing good. Come
Like
on, you're doing
good.
Because how much do you have to bring in the month for you to pay that as rent?
More than double that.
Yeah, at least 500 on the minimum, on the low. And 500 that you are sure of. Because hata ukifutwa a job or you lose your source of income, you'll still be able to sustain yourself. So let's get back to now your mom and your sis are living in this single room, surviving because you've moved from Karatina.
So this is years later. That whole time we've been living, when I was in primary school, we used to live in single rooms all the way. I've even finished high school. I've joined campus. We're still living in... So
it's just something you're used to here. Because you're just it
is what it is. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
So I used to let my mom and my sister sleep because we are sharing a bed. And they would sleep on one. I'm going to cry.
No, no, listen. It's okay to reminisce and look back at these things because... Now, when you're waking up and doing your content, you understand exactly why you're doing it and how it has brought you far. Because there's some people when you tell them hit that record button because it can change your life. Let's not forget, do you remember Aziad's video that went viral? Look at her now.
I know, it's so crazy.
When Elsa was eating crepes in her bed, who was even going to talk to her? Eating crepes and her hair looking crazy. But look at her now.
I know.
When the one thing about social media and even people who know me from where I was doing my thing and everything, it's because I'm in this position just because of content, nothing else. So I understand, and even why it hits you differently when you're talking about, because how just changed.
Actually, when I just say that, I can literally see it.
You can can see it in your head.
Talking about it, I just felt like I just traveled back to that house. I can see exactly how our bed was positioned. I can see exactly what my sister was sleeping in her sleeping clothes because she was young. And my mom, and they used to sleep on the other side of bed, and then I would sleep on this other side of bed. So my feet were on my sister's head, and my mom used to sleep uku mwisho, and then I'm on the wall side.
But at least you're all sleeping.
Yeah, I know.
You're all sleeping. Trust.
I know.
And that's what I'm saying. You see, even in that, you're doing this for yourselves. Even if it's your mom has done her best to get you guys in a different place. Because even you have to understand, for you to be in Nairobi, to be able to do content and stuff, it's because she had to get out of her comfort zone.
That's true.
She'd have decided to just chill in Karatina.
Yeah.
Chill there, who knows, maybe by now.
I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, she pushed herself. Because even how many people from Shags are scared of just coming to the city?
So many people.
Because you tell them rent, wanasema, hiyo pesa yote.
I know.
Because you can't even imagine in your head, but you come in the city, you start thinking differently.
Yeah.
And you start pushing a single mom, 2 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why Karatina dads are just always MIA, but that's a whole different story. That's a whole different story.
It's a lot.
In my podcast, anytime we touch on it, I'm just you know what?
It's a lot.
But we'll get to the dad story at some name. Listen, we have time. Let me see this memory card.
We've been talking for how long? For 47 minutes.
We haven't even started. No, but it's a backstory to everything. Because like we said, it's about the journey.
Yeah, it is.
And then we're at the destination. Where are we removing this to sweetness? Kidogo za the conversation. So you, mom, and sis.
Yeah, I would let them sleep. Most of the time I used to get... I think that's why until now, I sleep quite late. So I used to get in bed at around 5:30. So the whole night, because I wanted my mom and my sister to be able to sleep comfortably.
Rest.
Because the bed was 3/6. It's not even a 4x6 or
6x3, right?
Yeah, 6x3.
So that's
it's like small. It's like.
And Pia, if it's 2 people, you have to balance.
Right.
If you get too comfortable, you roll wanguke chini, you know.
My mom don't because say ninyangeanguka, so she was strategic with how she was
Yeah. You have to sleep. I've slept in a 6x3, so I know.
It's small.
Know. Yeah, it's small.
You can imagine.
And I've done it as a grown up, and I remember Kwanzaa, like this girl, like, you know, people you're dating, and then they're like, so you get a bigger bed. A bigger bed, ikwe kwa room gani, a bigger bed, and then itakuwa na space here. Where is the space?
You won't get space to walk.
To walk, stretch, do anything else. I'm like, chill, relax. This is what's there, Sahi. I'm telling you appreciate things differently.
That's true.
When you go through some stuff, you look at life completely differently. And people see like your motivation when you wake up in the morning, you have more reasons to grind.
Yeah.
And not disappoint, not other people, but yourself.
Myself. Yeah.
You don't want to disappoint yourself. You already know.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So like that whole time, the YouTube videos would keep me awake. Like they would keep me company. Like I would feel so good. I would like watch Kim Kardashian inspired makeup. I don't know who is inspired makeup. Like I would watch makeup video after makeup video after makeup, and I would not get bored.
Yeah.
At all. And then, you know, that was in 2017. I was like, you know what? I actually want to be a makeup artist. I went to Dubois, bought makeup, practiced. Like I always tell people, if you want to learn something and if you want to really get good at it, you have to keep practicing. You have, like, you can't get good at something if you don't keep doing it.
Consistency.
It
will just teach you so many different things.
Exactly. So I used to do it and do it. And then I was like, you know, I'm going to start like putting myself out there as a makeup artist. Your time at like I have some Dubois makeup.
Yeah.
And so in 2018, after like a whole year of doing practicing how to do makeup and watching so many videos, I was like, in 2018, I did a shoot and was like, now this is gonna be my makeup artist shoot.
Yeah.
Introducing myself to the world. I feel like it's good to have like good delusion.
Yeah.
Like
something that's fair.
Yeah, like be delusional about yourself, but like in a positive way.
Because at the end of the day, you still have to dream about something so that you can chase it.
Exactly.
Because if you don't have those dreams again, then now you're just, you know.
You're just there.
So I understand.
Exactly. So that I did makeup in 2018, 2019. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed 2020. And like that whole time when I decided I want to start being a makeup artist, I would always be like, I'm going to start my YouTube channel. I'm going to like do makeup like Jackie Aina, like makeup by Sheila, like Lola Lee. Like
so
there are lots.
At this time, are you doing it for people?
The
makeup. Because when you're saying like you're doing makeup.
Doing makeup on people.
You're doing it on people.
Yeah.
So to functions or
to functions, ka wedding, hapa pale, like talk on a photo shoot. Some would even call me like for weddings, such stuff, photo shoots, kila kitu. And like I used to enjoy it. Like oh my gosh, I thrived doing makeup.
Plus it's a chance for you to network, much. New environment. Right. You're always going in a new space.
Kanza, let me tell you, like doing people's makeup like opened my mind so much, especially like in 2020 and I think 2021, because I got to do people's makeup who are from like a completely different reality from the life that I'm living. I would go to like Kileleshwa and I'm doing somebody's, and I would walk in that house and I would just like what? I would vision myself like I would be like, yo. I remember I think it's 2019. I don't know if that girl, I don't even remember her name. I don't know if she's gonna see my videos. Because I remember there's a time, I don't know if it's this year or last year, she had texted me and I was like, yo, you don't know how much like you inspired me. I went to Rwaka. This time was not like how Rwaka is right now. Yeah. That's like back in 2018.
Rwaka was still like, you know,
it was
landish. Just like, it hasn't developed as much.
Yeah. And I went to do this babe's makeup and like she had a car. I was like, yo.
How is this even possible? How?
I was like, wait, I would ask her like, so what do you do?
Yeah.
And, like, oh my gosh, you work at, I think she used to work at Safaricom at that time. You work at Safaricom, like you have your own salary, like you have a car and you have this beautiful house. And she was pregnant. Yeah, I think so. She was pregnant. And like it inspired me so much. Anytime I would get an interaction with a woman who is like doing good.
Doing good. You're saying like everything is possible. You're saying like it's actually possible for me to.
It would inspire me so much. I remember it just like altered my brain chemistry about something, and like I felt so empowered. So I did that for a few. This whole time I'm thinking like, I need to start a YouTube, but all the time I'm like, but I don't have a camera. I don't know what.
The lighting. My background is not good.
So I remember there's a video I shot. Like when you scroll back on my Instagram in 2018, that was my first piece of content.
Yeah.
I did like a makeup video. And like in that single room. And I was trying to make sure that it's just my face you're seeing. Don't see the background, because you will see the kitchen table, you will see the bed,
you'll see the whole house.
The table,
you'll see the whole
clothes.
house. Yeah.
Like you're gonna see everything.
Yeah.
So I was this close to the camera in front of a window. I was just see my face and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna start YouTube. Until now, right before COVID hit, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my first YouTube video.
Yeah.
I had this friend, I just borrowed a camera because I was somebody who generally I like photos. Like I just like
it's art space content, videos,
I like
pictures.
Creating, I like taking photos, I like doing videos and all that. So I borrowed a camera, shot my first video. So at that time I was like, my whole channel is gonna be like about makeup and like fashion. And actually if you go back to my first videos,
you'll see
like very sit down and like we need videos. This time we had moved to our one bedroom. That's
blessings.
That's another different story. Like for the first time I'm in a house where I know where like I don't need to share a bathroom. That was like,
or like you have now your own like, because of course the other one it's like for the plot, right?
Let me tell you, you have to like share a toilet,
a
bathroom. And
then you can catch anything first of all.
And then my sister was young, and I would imagine like my sister going to those bathrooms and she's like small. And like it's a pit.
She has to balance like this first of all. You have to be like a staff. You'll die. You can die. You can die going to the bathroom or the toilet. Yeah, I know. I know.
And now we were in a house where like we have our own. That thing used to make me feel so happy.
Yeah.
You would think like we have built like a mansion. Like it used to make me.
It's a big difference because now from shags and then the city and then you upgrade it. That's different.
It was like crazy. That time I was sharing like a bedroom with my mom and my sister. All those videos are on my channel. So I borrowed a camera. That time I was dating like somebody who was doing editing stuff. But like they didn't edit for me. I had to learn.
You don't even know what I was about to say. But like, hey, but they didn't edit for me.
I thought you were going to say like that thing when you date somebody who edits.
Of course.
Nah.
Of course. It would be a plus, but it's not a bad thing if your partner knows how to, because they can teach you also.
Yeah.
You can learn one or two things from them. So
yeah. I think like I tried to ask them to edit a video for me, and like they were like, no, you're just too much pressure. Like I can't be able to like edit when you're around. I'm like edit your stuff, like it's too much pressure. I was like, you know what? Bet.
Yeah.
Watch me go on YouTube. Kesho nakuja hapa when I know how to edit.
Because the tutorials are there. The tutorials are there. Yeah.
And I went on YouTube and I just learned how to cut, combine. Like that's all. And so I would shoot and go there and edit. Shoot, go there and edit.
Now to the person's place, the person you're dating.
Yeah, because like I don't have anything to edit on.
Because now equipment. Yeah, you're shooting, but you have
but
to.
Like, and I don't have a phone, like you can't, because I was shooting with a camera that I had borrowed, and then when you wanna chukua.
Yeah, so now you definitely need to find out, you have the content, or where am I taking the content, how do I cut it?
Exactly. So they took the camera later, since day one, I've always edited like my stuff, like even, isn't it crazy that you can date somebody who knows how to do something and they won't like assist you with it?
I can't do.
Yeah.
Because I know some of my friends and I'm just like, wait, your girlfriend does what? and she can't help you be better at doing this. Because me, if you come around me, I'll make sure for one, you'll be able to take nice pictures, nice videos. And because I'm good with finances, even if we break up, I'll teach them so that if you go, you're a different and better person. But that's just me. Maybe some other people would look at it differently, but I just don't understand people who are in situations where like your partner is not happy with you learning or just growing just like from their knowledge.
They thought I was delusional.
Come
and
on.
like they would be like, unajua anaishi maisha ni kama kwa US. Like they would say it as if they're joking, but like they're being
that's coming from somewhere. Yeah,
exactly. Because all the time, like if I'm like I need to edit, I need to like if like I come up with an idea, or like if I say something, uya na wachingi watu wa majuice hauna.
And you know, that's crazy because
I used to hear that all the time, even in front of people.
No, that's bad. Because that's why, like, even when you say something like that, like, if anything from me, like, even if I'm in a situation, if it's dating or just a situationship, like, it's one of those things I push people too much. Like, you said you're going to do this. Why can't you just do it? Just do it. You said you're going to do a shoot. Why can't you come up with Nini? Why aren't you? Or why are you telling me and then you're not doing it? Because now it's getting stuck in my head. Like, she said she's going to. Yeah. See, we just do it.
I know.
Or if anything, you'll take my pictures. You have to understand those angles and any.
Right?
You might as well be.
I've dated people who are like, get like. Like, oh, this is too much for me. Like,
no, me if you can't take pictures, you're useless to me. You're useless. Useless. Because even if we get kids will need pictures. It's not just about me. To me, I'm telling you, if you can't take pictures, you're useless to me.
That's true.
And that's just pictures. Plus, it doesn't require a lot of effort. It's those people who are just always like anti-social media, maybe, and then they're like, they don't.
Yeah. Then, like,
if you take a picture of them, they like
pressure.
it.
They're like, oh my gosh, you know my angles, you know my
now
angles.
You see. Exactly. But mine...
I'm like, if I'm like, okay, let's do this angle, I'm feeling as if like, it's like, can you be
Changamka? Okay, yeah, be happy.
Why?
Even tell me like, no, the light is different. We take
but
2, 3.
They'll be like, oh, this is too much pressure.
No.
I'm like, what do you mean?
And I know everybody loves seeing pictures of themselves, let's be honest. So if I'm dating you, come out of your comfort zone, do it for me. Because you're not going to do it only today. You'll do it tomorrow, the day after. Okay, if we go on vacation, we need to take pictures of each other.
Imagine. And like, if you're anxious about it, like, can you like tell me and then I'm going to guide you? But like, sister, if you get moody about it, like, no, I can't even.
I don't
now
like that.
I'm even scared to take pictures.
Yeah, even when you see an idea, it's like, hey, this is a nice place for a thumbnail maybe. I can do a nice thumbnail here. You're like, but if I ask him now, it's going to be an issue.
Moody.
Yeah, I just changed. Let me just wait. No, that's not how it's supposed to be, man. Come on.
I know.
And even for me, I'm always saying, like, if I ever get someone, like, we're in sync with, like, content-wise, I think I'll be very, like, at peace. The only issue now is, like, anybody who's, like, just next to me, they'll get nice pictures, nice videos. Me, on the other end...
You're not.
Like, what is this now?
I know.
Why? Just make a bit of effort, Bana.
Like, be excited about it.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. If you're excited about it, doing it with your partner, you'll actually able to learn a lot.
I know.
You'll be good at it. So now I know I have.
Yeah.
First of all, I know I don't need to book studio sessions anymore.
Exactly.
I have a partner who can. And the same for you. If you need, like, even let's say you're on anti-social media, but if you have a brand that you're trying to build, profile, a company or a business, who's going to come in handy?
You.
Exactly. So it's like a win-win situation if we just trade those skills and tools in a relationship. So
that's so true.
Yeah, so back to you editing and stuff, of course.
Yeah, so the person who was helping me with their camera, they like took it back and like I got stressed. I was like, now how am I gonna be shooting?
Yeah.
Because the phone that I had, it was a Samsung. It shot it like it was good because Samsung.
Yeah.
Most of their phones sometimes they are like okay. The camera is like okay. Like I don't have storage like to edit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because like it was like a 15 GB storage. 15 GB.
Wait, because now you're supposed to shoot with it and edit with
edit on it.
Yeah, so that will be tricky.
Now, I looked for, first of all, now I decided, the person who is helping me with their camera, they have taken it.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm going to shoot with my phone. So shoot with my phone, go to the persons who I was dating, crib, and like edit from their computer. Then we broke up. Then I have to be like, okay, now where am I gonna be editing my
stuff? Start asking yourself, Sasa, why did we break up?
Why between my content creation?
Should I swallow my pride and actually, And concept after breakup is like, you can't choose this comp by there. You can't choose
it's like that.
Let's see how you're gonna fix this.
I was like, okay, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I used to borrow like friends' phones. I had an SD card in the phone, and like I would transfer the footage there. So whenever I meet with any friend who their phone has storage, I would be just like, can I please use your phone to like edit? Please. When I come from school, there's a certain friend I had at that time who like take my SD card, put it in the phone and actually edit, do the thing. Delete, take the final footage, send it, put it back to the SD card, take the SD card and put it on my phone, and then now upload. And I did that for a minute, and then it started not being, people are saying, no, my phone is full, my heart is full, I can't help you. No, like I'm at home, I don't have anywhere to edit. Like, you can imagine, if you need somebody to ask, you have to go to where they are, because obviously somebody is not going to come to where you are.
Of course.
So I don't know.